I'm standing near the Tian'anmen Square on the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against the Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War. For 14 long years, China held up the main battlefield in the East. The numbers tell the story. The Chinese people built a great wall of flesh and blood. Without a decade of China's lonely resistance, there would have been no breathing space for the Allies, no full victory in World War II. Tragedy in history should never be repeated, and that cannot be just a slogan. Efforts need to be made continuously to safeguard peace. It has been many times emphasized by the Chinese government that the V-Day parade, the minutely choreographed extravaganza, is not aimed at provoking hatred, but rallying the world, remembering the past collectively, and sprinting for a shared future. For those attending the parade today, as well as for the people I have been talking to, the message is the same, particularly the younger ones.
I think I have never been in an event as extensive as this one, as well organized as this one. Is very meaningful, particularly in this world where peace is so important to everyone.
我带着我的那个孩子们一块来的，大女儿、小女儿、我儿子、儿媳妇都来了。刚才照了一张参加，确实是一个感觉到我们中国那个强大了，祖国在腾飞，和平必胜，正义必胜，人民必胜。
我看到以后非常震撼，中国人民抗日战争，80周年和这个反法西斯世界反法西斯这80周年的胜利重新翻开，让我们的年轻人们看一下。因为70周年的时候我就来了，我坦白的说。我太幸福了，我在这么一个伟大的祖国里，成长着，我太幸福了。这么好的祖国，这么强大的祖国，作为我们的后盾，那我们没有干不成的事儿。
They have their own entry points into history, some through family stories, others through reading of history, literature, or watching movies or listening to music. A few young journalists who I got to know over the morning told me they read the book written by the American journalist Edgar Snow, Red Star Over China, and got to know through others' eyes how the Chinese communists and the Chinese nation as a whole built a revolutionary base and fought against the Japanese aggressors when the world had not yet mobilized to help China. Another spectator told me that he recently discovered the version of China's national anthem from the 1940s sung by Paul Robeson, one of the most prominent African-American performers then, who then took up China's cause in its fight against Japan, holding concerts to raise awareness and funds, singing the song 起来。
起来，不用做奴的人们，把我们的血肉筑成我们新的长城。中华民族到了最危险的时候，每个人被派就发出最好的呼声。
Of course, today's China is no longer shrouded in the smoke of war. It has become an important partner for many in the world for peace and development. In fact, there are a significant group of international dignitaries attending the latest events in China. The parade in Beijing and the earlier SCO summit and the SCO Plus meeting in Tianjin over the past few days. I had in-depth interviews with some of them over the years. One could tell the messages they convey together this time is not just for the latest occasions, but a momentum that has been building over time. As they suggested, the world is facing multifaceted uncertainties and challenges. Solutions are needed. Just on the eve of the parade celebrating peace, China put forward the Global Governance Initiative. According to it, 5 principles are essential: sovereign equality, international rule of law, multilateralism, and people-centered approach, and taking real actions. This year marks the 80th anniversary also of the founding of the United Nations. Facing an ever more fragmented world, the global governance system needs to be updated, effective, and just. One would hope through this grand parade, people gather together to build more confidence for the future based on shared history and have more courage and confidence to work on our shared aspirations, peace, development, and better lives for the people. Tian Wei, CGTN in Tian'anmen Square in Beijing.